All right. Welcome, everyone, to the 2023 Black History Month kickoff breakfast. Today, we're going to get together. We're going to have a good time. We're going to eat together. We're going to break some bread. We're going to play a couple of little games, I'll call them, word games. And at the end of it all, we're going to have a resolution for Black History Month from the City Council. So, again, welcome, everyone. I do want to remind everyone that this event is being recorded to be broadcast over the city's online channels. So if you don't want to be on camera, duck or let somebody know. All right. So this is the beginning of a month-long course of events. We're going to be celebrating Black History Month, all throughout February, but, February wasn't big enough, so we had to start early. So we actually started last week with the meet and mingle over at the Hennepin County Government Center, and that was well attended and a lot of fun. Today, of course, is the kickoff reception. Next Thursday, February 2nd at 12 o'clock over in the public service building in the big room 100, I guess it is. Will be our first February event. It will be moving to Minnesota, the migration and immigration experience. And so we're going to look at the Black experience through immigration and also the migration from the south to the north. On February 9th at 12 o'clock in the same location, we'll be embracing and empowering our youth in the public service building. By the way, I should have said what's the theme. Thank you. The theme for this year is Black Resistance, Minnesota Resilience. And Black Resistance is the national theme. We added Minnesota Resilience because as we're coming out of all the things that we've gone through here in the last couple of years, the killing of George Floyd, the civil unrest that followed, COVID, and all of these other things, I think we've really demonstrated the resilience that we have as a people. February 16th will be the History Makers at Home Award ceremony. That one's going to happen at the Capri Theater, and it is going to take place at 11 a.m. All the other events are at noon. That one's going to be at 11 a.m., and I think it's going to be a really exciting ceremony with some great recipients, some really well-deserving recipients, and a good time over there at the historic, I'll call it, Capri Theater. And finally, we're going to wrap it up on Thursday, February 23rd, back at the Public Service Building. Rock Your Crown. We're going to finish with Rock Your Crown. It's going to be a hair show, past, present, and creative, again in the Public Service Building in room 100. So with that, I think I would like to call up our next speaker, only I don't have a list of who it is. So, Samaya. Come here.
Appreciate it. Oh, you are tall. Okay. Thank you, Chief Tyner, and good morning, everybody. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Samaya Muhammad. I'm one of Mayor Fry's policy aides. Unfortunately, the mayor could not be in attendance today to give his remarks, so you are all stuck with me. Before I introduce our next speaker, I have been asked to share a quote from one of my favorite historical figures. It is a little bit funny, but it is a quote that pushes me in my work in public service every day, and the quote is from Miss Angela Davis herself. She said this, and honestly, it's just something that stuck with me. I am no longer accepting the things that I cannot change, and I am changing the things that I cannot accept. I'm sure in some capacity or another, we are all, excuse me, we are all in our current roles and positions because we want to be the change that we could not see. And that is hard. But I commend you all for showing up every single day to work in service of the communities that you all serve. I'm continuously inspired by the Black folks that I work with every single day. And in line with being the change that we want to see for our futures, I'm here to introduce a fierce advocate and change maker that we are so lucky to have in the city of Minneapolis. And that would be Councilmember Latricia Vitaw.
Good morning, everyone. Samaya was going to say that about Council President Jenkins. She just put my name in it. The Council President is running a little behind, so I'm just filling in so we can, keep the party going, and we have a council meeting coming up. So, welcome. Thank you all so much for being here in celebration of our kickoff for Black History Month. I just want to quickly say what Black History Month means to me. Black History Month means to me freedom. I think of freedom when I think of Black History Month. I think of all of my ancestors who paved the way for me to be here today, standing in front of you, representing Ward 4 in North Minneapolis. I also think about all the work we have to do together. When I look around in this room, I can guarantee there are way more Black faces in this room than it was 10 years ago. And so I think about where we came from and where we're going. I think about 20 years from now, this room may have even more Black faces in it. So thank you all for your commitment to this city. Thank you all for the work that you do every day. And thank you for showing up in your authentic selves. With that, I am going to introduce a couple of my colleagues to come up to speak. The first person is Councilmember Payne. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. In the spirit of resistance and resilience, I'm going to introduce myself by my full name. My name's Elliot Lumumba Payne. I use he, him pronouns. I use my full name because my name is inspired by Patrice Lumumba. He was a revolutionary in the Congo who was assassinated by the CIA when we were in our more empire building phase of our country. And at the time, the Dulles brothers were at the helm of both the CIA and the State Department, and they were colluding together to assassinate Patrice Lumumba. And my father, a poor Black man from the Mississippi Delta making his way from Arkansas to Milwaukee, is the story of resilience. And me being able to move here to Minneapolis to go to college and ultimately to become a city council member is my personal story of resilience, carrying on the resilience of my family. And I just want to bring that into this space. And I think that's also what we're celebrating today. So thank you all for being here.
Next up is Councilmember Wansley. No? Okay, sorry. Is there any other council members here that would like to speak? No? Okay, all right, we're going to move on to the next part. The next thing is the energizer. And so what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to ask all the department heads to come up. Commissioner Cedric Alexander had to leave, so we have on here Chief Tyner, we have Director Smith. Come on up. You wearing your fancy suit today? Come show it off. And then we have... Yes. You're looking good, too. I like it. And then we have... wait, where's everybody, Chief? What's happening? You two.
I've been there already.
No. You're a part of this. We have, come on. Okay. So Councilmember Wansley and Councilmember Payne, you have to come up and help with this. And any other department heads that are here. Come on up. Come on up.
Don't nobody really know him.
He can come and introduce himself. Any department heads. It's an activity that Council President's staff put together.
County too.
County also. Yeah. Are there any officials here from Hennepin County? We want to acknowledge them. So any Hennepin County officials as well. Come on up. What's happening? Don't be shy. Come on. County, let's do this. All right. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, so you're going to pick a question out of this lovely red bucket and answer the question. Ooh. It'll be workplace appropriate. Okay. Here you go, Chief.
All right. So my question is, what is your favorite Black History Month memory of any time? I think this is actually the hardest question that's in there. But because there's a lot to pick from. But if I had to choose one, I think I would probably choose, and because we were able to witness it, was the election of the first black president, President Barack Obama, and mainly because I honestly never thought I would ever be able to witness that, and so it was a very meaningful moment in my life. So
thank you, Chief. Yay. Okay, your turn.
Did you put yours back in?
No. Is Deba asking everybody the same question? Just answer it.
Only 3 questions.
You got a different answer, hopefully.
You know what the question is then.
Oh, here she is.
My favorite Black history moment of any time. Oh, boy.
I'm glad I went first.
You did take it, but I think one of my favorite Black history moments of any time was my freshman year of college, and I ended up going to the Pan-African Conference in Mankato.
Oh.
It used to be Mankato State back then, dating myself. But at that conference, I got a chance to meet a lot of Pan-African people from across the country that attended that conference. So a lot of people that I admired and a lot of people that I read their books and watched their speeches. And so being able to just be up close and personal with them like I am now was a real special moment for me at 18 years old.
All right.
That's yours. Happy Black
Who
History.
is your favorite Black historical figure of any era or genre, and why? Ooh. I'm going to build on Brian's, and I'm going to just go ahead with Marcus Garvey because I feel like he set a lot of things in motion for us.
You have to introduce yourself first, please. Absolutely. Thank you.
For most of you who probably don't know me, my name is Christopher, Chris for short, Royston, and I'm the new Director of Fleet Services and Public Works. And a proud Minneapolis North graduate.
Yay.
All right.
Go Polish.
Well, my question is the same as yours. What is your favorite Black History Month memory of any time? Wow. So many to choose from. Certainly, Barack Obama becoming President of the United States of America was key for me because I thought in my lifetime I would never see that. So that was that's going to be I'll take that to my grandchildren. Aside from that, I would say it was how our church responded to the tragic death of George Floyd. How the city responded, stepped up. I think, growing up, I witnessed the tragic death of Patsell Nelson, and the responses was completely different. I'm not saying everything was perfect, even with George Floyd, but the responses was different. When Mr. Nelson died, there was no response from the city. And so this is it's different. 2 different responses in my lifetime. So that would be the most memorable, not fondly memorable.
Thank you.
And the question is favorite, fondest memory, Black history. I'm going to go.
Would you introduce yourself, please? Thank you.
Jill Petty with Hennepin County Human Resources Department. And my favorite Black history moment, I will say, was being able to visit the Smithsonian National American Museum of African American History and Culture during its inaugural year. It was really important for me to get there during the year it opened. And 4 floors. If you have not been, it is a 2-day experience. They tell you it's a 1-day. It is a 2-day. Because the first day you are so overwhelmed with emotion at the beauty and the glory of what we have done in this country, and to see it celebrated and displayed in such a manner was really phenomenal. It was really awesome.
Thank you. Can you pass? Yes. All right. Thank you all so much.
Hey, good morning, everybody. So I had the question of your favorite black historical figure of any era, genre, and why? Which is a easy answer for me. It's Harriet Tubman. She is my inspiration. I think about it almost every day. And not that so much that she got herself free, which a lot of us do, right? But she said, I can't be free by myself. I gotta go back and get other people free. She kept doing that. And not only did she do that, she went and served in the United States Army. And then she went and started a home for elderly and disabled black people. So her life of commitment and service is an inspiration to me, and it should be an inspiration to us all. I had a chance to go visit the Harriet Tubman home in upstate New York, and just spend some time there reflecting and thinking about the journey that I've been on. I heard somebody talking about their best Black History Month moment. I remember Brian, Chief Tyner, when it was a week. It was Black History Week. It's not a month. And I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school. And we wanted to have a Black History Week celebration in our auditorium at Lynn Bloom High School, Brian. And the principal said no. And we walked out. That was my first act of activism. We organized a walkout at Lynn Bloom Technical High School. And we actually were able to have our Black History Month program in the auditorium. And so protests and demonstrations do matter, and we will be having one today. But, you know, Black History Month is a time for us to reflect and to recommit ourselves to the struggle for justice, the struggle for human dignity, the struggle for human rights that has been going on, I would say, since the beginning of human history, but certainly in the United States of America, since the first slave ship landed on these shores, people have been fighting for emancipation. And that struggle continues to this day. And so, thank you to everybody who organized this event to help us come together and think about the contributions of African Americans, the contributions that we continue to make to try and make this country live up to the true meaning of its creed. I know my staff person, Diva Sadar, has been deeply engaged in this work, not only this year, but for many, many years. So thank you, Diva. And again, thank you to everybody who has participated and brought this work forward. And I will turn it back over to Chief Tyner.
All right. So I think with that, I think I'm going to just turn it on over. Let everybody get something to eat, enjoy yourselves, mix, mingle, and let's kick off Black History Month. Thank you. I'll get back up here and talk some more later.